Hey guys, hope you're having a phenomenal week. It's Ethan Bailey here. Now in this video what I'm going to do is break down how we scaled a DTC fashion jewelry brand all the way to 35k per month with our neurological configuration framework. Spoiler, this client we're talking about had worked with a lot of people in the past, 3 agencies, one in-house team, 1 marketing manager, 1 intern. None have managed to get any results. We came in, we did. I explained the A to Z strategy in this video, so if you are a fashion jewelry brand owner or you have a fashion brand client, copy this strategy and you'll easily get to 35k per month with your ads. If you found this video helpful, feel free to hit the subscribe button, like button and hit that notification bell. I post every Monday, Wednesday and Friday with paid ads, psychology and marketing, case study content all around the skincare, pet, fashion and jewelry niche. Any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section below and I'll get back to you. Without further ado, let's get into it. So how we scaled this direct consumer jewelry brand to 35k a month with our neurological configuration framework. So this is the after, as you can see, 34,900 we rounded it up. Average order value of about $50, about $6 spent with a 6.07 ROAS. Now this is the before, so this is before obviously we took over that account, and obviously this is the after. Now this is about the client. So they were in the fashion jewelry space, so they sold fashionable men and women's jewelry, so like things like pendants, bracelets, chains, necklaces, rings, things like that. Very similar to brands like Crafted, if you aware of that brand, but they sold male and female variations and trinkets as well. Now their current monthly recurring revenue was $8,000 per month, and they were trying to get the ads running so they could actually start to scale. Now their gross profit margin was 51%, which is a 1.96 break-even ROAS. So we know that we need to achieve something greater than 1.96 to profit. And their average order value was $40, and their lifetime value was $480, because people that bought from this brand would come back month on month on average for about 12 months until they complete the kind of collections, and then they'll just move on somewhere else. So very high lifetime value. And the thing is with lifetime value is that a lot of people, quote unquote, don't have time to calculate it. Now, these are the brands who don't have time to calculate it, who aren't going to scale. The amount of times I'll speak to brands and I'll say, what's your lifetime value? And I'll send them over an SOP on how to calculate it in literally 15 minutes, and they won't do it. And, you know, it's a shame, because if you can work out your lifetime value, you know how much you can spend, because you will eventually spend a little bit more to acquire a customer, but you know in the long run, you're going to profit anyway. So it makes your life easier, because if your average order is $40 and you're running down, say 50%, your CAC is probably about $20. You need to acquire a customer for less than $20 to be profitable. Now, the lifetime value, say you acquire that customer for $40, yes, you've not profited on the front end, but on the back end you have. So you can still keep running those ads. It's not the strategy we followed here, but it's a very good strategy for long-term growth if you can't get a really stable CAC. So that was that. Now, conversion rate of the website, Shopify store, was 2.25%, so about average, so nothing special there. Now, what's interesting is the history of this client. So they were solely D2C online, had no brick and mortar store, nothing like that. And they had, before us, they'd worked with 3 previous agencies, none of which managed to get this client results. And these were, I think one of these 3 was a very, very big agency. I'm not going to say the name because obviously I don't want to disrespect other agencies, but one was really, really big. And if I say the name, you would have heard of it. So it was quite surprising at first. So they had 3 agencies work on their ad account. They had no success at all. So then they thought, well, they had one agency, had no success, had another, no success, had another. One was a really, really big agency. One was specialized in jewelry brands, and then one was like kind of a generic agency. So they had 3 teams work on the ad account, no joy. So they had an in-house marketing manager that managed content, etc. They got them to try and run the ads. Now, I see this happen a lot, and it's a very, very big mistake, because there's a very big difference between content marketing and paid ads marketing. So posting content and reels and producing content, things like that, that is a completely different ball game to paid ads. So whenever I see like a marketing manager or a content manager run the ads, 9 times out of 10, I know it's not going to end well, because it's a different type of concept and they'll apply organic strategies when they need to apply paid strategies. Now, after the marketing manager didn't do too well, they built an in-house team of about 3 people to manage that account. Now, when you manage an ad account, unless you're literally spending more than $1,000 per day, you can manage it by yourself. You don't need a team. So they had a team try it, which failed, and then they tried a marketing intern, like an apprentice. Intern's like an American phrase for somewhat of like an apprentice. So the marketing intern tried to manage that account and didn't do too well. And then we came in. So prior to us, that's that 4 or 5. They had 6 professionals try the ad account before we came in. So that's history of their client. Because most brands these days have worked with quote unquote agencies, usually about 2 or 3 of them, 2 or 3 inches per brand that they actually work with. So each brand has worked with about 2 or 3 different agencies, what I'm trying to say, which is, quite shocking, because if they could get results, they'd only work with one. So let's just go through the problems. So firstly was the ad account structure. So as you can see, the structure that was being used was engagement, awareness, and retargeting. Now, this structure was used by various different agencies that this client worked with, the intern, everything. They all use the same strategy or variations of the same strategy. I don't want to put it because there are about 10 screenshots in here. So first, they used engagement, awareness, and retargeting. Now, this is an awful strategy. This hasn't worked since 2016. And it's all it is engagement. You'll run traffic campaign. So engagement, you'll run campaigns for engagement, so likes, etc. Middle of funnel. Awareness is traffic, and then at the bottom, retargeting is converting. And the goal is to get them through with awareness, move them into the engagement stage, and then move them into the retargeting stage. Now, this got a very high average order value, 3 times what we achieved them, but it didn't work, and they spent $3,000 on it. So that was the ad account structure. Now, the features, they were focusing too much on the features. The fact that it was made of gold, the fact that it was made of silver, the fact that it was made of steel, the fact that, in all those type of features, which, is a very, very big problem. And I'm going to explain the solutions to all these and how we fix this in a second. Market research. The agencies they worked with hadn't done any. The marketing intern in-house team maybe spent an hour or 2, but that's not enough to analyze the whole market and know what about your consumer. Market sophistication. Basically, how competitive, how saturated the market is. So, market sophistication, especially in the jewelry space, is very, very competitive. So, 9 times out of 10, your consumer's already seen your product before by somebody else. So, you've got to really differentiate yourself and deliver something new, kind of restore hope in the marketplace. Market awareness, the 5 stages: unaware, problem aware, solution aware, product aware, and aware. Competitors, so they just copied the competitors' ads. And then, so market awareness didn't utilize all stages. They just focused on running ads that were basically a product image with a discount and free shipping. They then tried copying competitors' ad, watching gurus on YouTube, which is one of the worst things you can do. Because people on YouTube, they teach you ad account, structured ad account management, not actually how to market a product. They didn't know the numbers and KPIs. Tracking was everywhere. And obviously, they didn't understand the concept of desires. They were focusing on the desire of kind of, I think it was surprising a partner with a gift or something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head. Solutions to this. Now, I've touched on ad account structure. So, looking at the ad account structure, you can see this isn't going to work. So, how we do it, 2 campaigns. Usually, we'll have a 3rd called an upsell campaign and a 4th or a promo campaign. For very, very specific clients, we try and not really run promos because we don't want to run discounts, we want to maximize sales. And upsell campaigns are really good if there's a large customer list. So, that was the structure. Retargeting, every single pixel that you can think of was in there, stacked in one audience. Prospecting, one audience, broad, the gender, the age, the country, and then the ads in there. So that was the ad account structure. So features, as I said, they're focusing too much on features, which is like, it's made out of gold, it's made out of silver, made out of steel, it's cool, that type of thing. So what we did, we focused more on benefits. So what does steel mean? Okay, it means no green neck. It means it is waterproof, sweat-proof, sun-proof, it don't fade, things like that. So you see how we switched it from features to benefits. Now, one up we did was we usually talk about a mechanism, but you can't really talk about a mechanism when it's a jewelry brand. And a mechanism is how the product works. So if you're a supplement brand, you can use a unique formula and things like that. But so we did a unique feature, which is basically what is everyone else not marketing? What's so special about our products? And you look deep, every brand has a unique feature, but nobody really wants to do the research to find it. So this brand had obviously stealing it. Now everybody in the market was talking about, upgrade your outfit, look confident, whatever. Unique feature for this brand was it didn't give you green necks. So the product would not give you green necks and it wouldn't fade, and it had a guarantee of a lifetime, which means it weren't going to break. Now, a lot of people in the market space didn't really have guarantees, and the ones that claimed they did claimed it was lifetime, but in reality, it wasn't. Market research. So we spent more than 2 hours on market research. We've worked with a few jewelry brands now, so we understand how the consumer thinks, but we still do hours, if not days, of market research. And we're just basically finding out, what does the market actually want? Like, you got to think about, these people are scrolling through Facebook, they're scrolling through Instagram, and in their mind, probably 3% of the market right there, right then, are actually actively looking for jewelry. So we need to get those people who aren't looking, but we want to make them get it. So how do you do that? Desires, which I'll talk about in a second. So what do they want? But also, what are they thinking? So when they look at a jewelry item, what's going in the head? Well, they're like, okay, will this actually fit me? Okay, so kind of like questions in the head or consumer objections. Will this actually fit me? Will this actually fade? I play football a lot. I sweat a lot. I like to work for that. I go out drinking. What if I spill something on it? I like sunbathing. Does it fade in the sun? Does it heat up and burn my neck? Things like that. So that's what we're kind of looking like with market research. What are consumers thinking? Best places to do this: look at Reddit, look at Quora, and then a few other places. They're kind of top two. A few other places like Amazon reviews, Google reviews, product reviews, even on things like Fur, eBay, whatever. Look on there. So we get an understanding of what the consumer wants, what objections they might have, what products they've tried in the past, what emotions are they feeling, and who they aspire to be. They're the main things you want to kind of have a look at. I did a Twitter post on this. You want to go on Twitter and type in Ethan Sam Bailey. Pinned at the top, it was basically questions you need to know before you run ads. So if you want to check that out, feel free. Market sophistication. So everyone has seen jewelry before. Okay, there's no thing about it. So how do you stand out in a saturated market? Unique features. So we're talking about, everyone sees jewelry all the time, and we want to stand out. So okay, our product has a no green neck feature and a lifetime guarantee, and we do things like us versus them ads. So a lot of people will be looking at products and they're all kind of the same. It's like, oh, it's made out of gold, it's shiny, it'll complement your outfit. But when we talk about market sophistication, we're talking about how many products are seen in the past and how you can differentiate yourself from them, which is what we did with the no green neck kind of plan. Now, market awareness. So as I've mentioned them earlier, unaware, problem aware, solution aware, product aware, and aware. 99% of agencies or marketers just run aware ads, which is basically, here's our product, have 10% off and free shipping, which is about 3% of the market, if that. So we focused on kind of a product aware and solution aware combo. So things like green necks, things like not fading in the sun, sweat proof. A few ads about them. 99% were UGC. The only image ads we ran were us versus them ads. So ads where we basically said, this is our competitor, this is us, this is why we're better, and identity ads. Now, the identity ads were the ones that really helped us scale. These were UGC ad image. UGC identity ads were basically consumers saying why they bought the products, how amazing it looks, and how it upgrades their outfit. So there was no desire being run on the ads before we came in. I'd say, if anything, there was a desire to improve your outfit or look confident, like kind of a weak desire. We switched it up. So we're talking about a desire that not only, it doesn't only complement your outfit, but it improves your looks, which means you get more confident, which means more people ask for your number, you get more attention, because that's the type of consumer. So we split. So obviously females want attention, and so do males, and that's the kind of desire to get attention. And we also had a desire to gift. So, you wear this chain, girls come up to your bar, you get the number, And then for the women, you wear this, you're the center of attention, people ask you lots of questions, people look up to you, people ask you for style advice, that type of desire. And then one below that was the desire to, for example, he gift her or her gift him, that type of desire. Competitors. Yes, we looked at the competitors ad library, but you do not copy them literally word from word, because you will not get anywhere with it. So for that reason, we then decided to look at the ad account, look at the competitors, and just delete and turn off all the ads that we're running that were literally matching the competitors. Because the competitors, you don't know if they're getting good results. Those ads could be doing amazing, which I really doubt it, because they weren't running for long. Or they could be doing awful, which is most likely. And you just copied awful ads, so you are going to get awful results. So that was the competitors. Do not copy competitors word from word. Model, build a swipe file. Do not copy them word from word. Gurus. Oh, this is. I know how you spell it, Gurus, but that's how I spell it. Now, gurus on YouTube. I mean, there's the odd one that really good. Like, there's a YouTuber called Nick Terrio. Very, very good YouTuber. Facebook ads. I watch him all the time. He does a very, very good job. There's other ones out there who just focus on 2016 strategies or ad account structure. They don't teach about marketing. You go and watch any of these gurus, you will not see any of them talking about desire, market awareness, market sophistication, identity, things like that. None of them will talk about that. It'll all be like, oh, ABO or CBO, and crap like that. So don't watch and listen to gurus, whatever you do. Follow 2 or 3 small YouTubers, small Twitter followers, whatever, on YouTube and Twitter, and that's it. If you want advice, do not listen to these gurus that talk about ad account structure. Now, numbers and KPIs, very, very important. I touched on earlier, the amount of people I hear say they can't be bothered to work out their lifetime value, or they've not got time to work it out, tells me that they don't care about scaling the business, because that is a key number you need to know to be able to scale your business. Lifetime value, average order value, gross profit margin, customer retention rate, website conversion rate, even like your CAC, your new customer, your NCAC, new customer acquisition costs, things like that. And then see your cost per acquisition. Now, the amount of people that can't bother working this out, you're not going to scale. If you don't know these numbers, you're not going to scale. Please work them out so you know how to scale. We have a SOP spreadsheet which works it all out for us. So we know what CACs to aim for, cost per active carts, cost per clicks, whatever. Tracking. iOS 14, big problem. Best way to do it on Shopify, you can use Triple Whale. You can use Triple Whale if you're making a lot of money. So like, say you're, spend like $1,000 a day on ads, fair enough, use it. What we basically do is we go on, use Conversion API, we chuck in some UTMs in the actual ad section, and we use Trackify. That's it. When the brand gets bigger, we use Triple Whale, but at the moment we're in like a very, very harsh scaling phase. So we want to try and limit outgoings and increase revenue, and that's why I don't use it at the moment. However, in the next month or so, it'll get implemented. If you can afford it, it's about $500 per month last time I checked. If you can afford it, get it implemented. If not, use Conversion API. If you've got a little bit of money, use Trackify as well. And obviously I touched on desires. They were originally marketing the idea of desire to look better and more confident, whereas we put it the desire for attention. So women to desire for attention, get loads of numbers, get told they're pretty, get loads of Instagram likes, get asked for fashion advice, style advice, whatever. Men to get loads of numbers, and that type of aspect there. And then we also, the desire for him to get a present for her, and her to get a present for him. So they're the solutions. Now, lessons learned. Firstly, is ad account structure. If your ad account structure isn't set up correctly, it doesn't matter what ad you run, you are not going to get anywhere. Next one is market research. You need to know your market. You need to know what your consumer want, why do they want it, what can it lead to, who do they aspire to be, what have they tried in the past, what's the main thing they look for. Market research, very, very important. And your third one is just basically run good ads. Like if you're, running product images and things like that, you're not going to go far. You need to structure out, create UGC scripts, get them recorded, get them filmed, and it's time of implementation. For example, if you create 10 UGC scripts, right, and then you create a few of the image ads, and it takes you a month to record them, and then you test them in about a week, for example, and none of them worked, you're going to waste. It's going to take too long. You have to spend another month recording them, another month, and before you know it, you've spent 3 months recording and done 3 weeks of ad testing. What you need to do is when you get your ad scripts within the next 3 days, they need to be recorded, edited and uploaded, ready to be run as ads. They need to be the priority for the business. So that is how we managed to scale a fashion jewelry brand all the way to 35k a month with our neurological configuration framework. Again, this doesn't factor in lifetime value. If it did, this client would be making obviously a lot of money because we haven't just acquired them, about 600 customers for the month. Those 600 customers on average will stay for 12 months, buying from them once a month. So this is a crazy case study because long term we have really scaled this business in terms of performance. And one thing to really take away from this video is calculate your 12-month lifetime value. Don't come up with the excuse you don't have time. Make it a priority. It takes 15-20 minutes max. If you want to, just send me an email, drop in the comments, whatever, and I'll shoot you over the SOPs for it. It's very important to know. But if you did find the video useful, hit the subscribe, like, notification bell. I post every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, so you'll be notified with every post. If you do want me to run your ads and you are a DTC fashion brand, or you are a DTC fashion, skincare, jewelry or pet brand who just watches my videos to try and build the ads themselves, feel free to check out the description below where it says have Ethan Bailey run my ads. Click on there, schedule a quick 10-15 minute chat with me and we'll go through your business and we'll see if you're a good fit for our neurological configuration framework. And if you're not, feel free to check out all the free content available on my YouTube channel. You'll be able to scale your business very far with the content I provide on here. And that is everything. So I hope you all have a phenomenal week and I'll see you on Monday.